Hey team, I wanted to give you a few minutes of some really hardcore social media training. So I got some really great takeaways from Summit 2016. A huge focus was on social media, and I wanted to share some of the best tips that I learned with you. So first of all, at this point in time, August 2nd, 2016, the number one way to grow your online business is by using Facebook ads. So Facebook has changed its algorithm, which means that we need to get a leg up in order to get your posts seen. In order to have ads, though, you need to have a Facebook page to run ads. So step one, if you don't have a Facebook page already, create your own personal Facebook page that is all about your business. So it also, some people feel a little bit strange or weird or whatever sharing on their personal profile. A Facebook page gives you an outlet to share whatever it is that you want to help grow your Team Beachbody coaching business. And you invite your friends to like it. So when they accept your invite to like the page, they also know what it is that they can expect to see from you. You can name it whatever you want. I like having my name in it personally because when people know who you are, they're going to be more likely to like your page and see your posts as well. So step one, get a Facebook page. Step two, start to use the boosts or boost your page or boost specific posts. Either one is okay. I'm still learning which is the best at this moment in time. So far, I've had some good success boosting posts. And you can also set your target audience. So for example, my target audience are women between 25 and 35 years old. And then you can select what interests or hobbies they may have listed or that Facebook has seen that they like. So you can select from the list that is on there. And so it will, once you boost the post, you can boost it for as low as $5 right now. We have to be willing to invest in our business. If we want to create a business, we need to think like business owners, which requires a little bit of investment. And overall, $5 is not a lot. So at this point in time, I'm doing about $5 a week to boost some of the posts that I'm very passionate about and that have a good call to action. So boost the post for $5. I think that was it. There was something else I was thinking I was going to say. If it comes back to me later, I'll let you know. Okay. Whenever you are creating your posts, though, don't be a carbon copy. So one mistake that coaches tend to make, and myself included, is we see posts that other coaches have made and we think, that's a really good idea and I'm going to copy that. I'm going to use their idea. But the thing is, if it's not authentic to ourselves, it's not going to resonate with our target audience. And oftentimes your target audience is you. Maybe it's not you right now, but it's you before you found Beachbody. Whoever you were, whatever you were struggling with, where you live, where you work, what your marital status is, what your family, child status is, things like that, those are the people that are going to be attracted to you because they see themselves in you. So if you're posting something that is not authentically you, and isn't what you really truly believe and you're copying and pasting it just because you saw some other coach be really successful with it, that's not going to jive with the people that you are trying to reach, who are the people that are like you. So to make sure this doesn't happen, because you can certainly use their ideas. They maybe had a post and it's a really great idea that you think, and you want to borrow some of the stuff, do it, but make it sound like you. So one way to practice that is by actually reading your posts out loud and following the BFF rule. So if you wouldn't say it out loud to your best friend, then don't post it. If it doesn't sound like you, don't post it, because what's going to happen is that later on when you're talking to somebody, if you're talking to them on the phone or in person, and what the words that are coming out of your mouth are not consistent with the way that you're making your posts, people are going to realize that and they're going to feel maybe like they're duped, or they'll feel it may have a negative impact on the trust and the integrity of the relationship if they feel like they're getting something different from you on those two levels, either in person / on the phone compared to social media. So it doesn't do you any favors to copy things that are not authentic to yourself. So if you're not attracting the people that you want to attract, it's probably because you're not that person yourself yet. So if you want really motivated individuals that are willing to commit and invest in themselves, you need to be that person, and you need to talk about the fact that you're that person. If you don't talk about the fact that you are that person now, or that you've become that person, then you're going to maybe get people that aren't willing to do the work. They're not willing to make the investment. So be the person that you want to attract, because like attracts like. Birds of a feather flock together, and people will see that within you. So I know that one's a harder pill to swallow, but take it and run with it and use it as motivation and use it as fuel. So like I said before, your brand is you. Your brand is whatever you stand for, what you're up to in your life. I have a homework assignment for you to do. I want you to take a piece of paper and write 3 columns. Up at the top, the first one says, what is normal about me? The second says, what I have overcome. And the third is, what makes me unique? So write those up at the top and do a massive brainstorm. So this brainstorm is going to be awesome because it's going to give you content for days. You are going to have so many ideas of things to post about, and those things that you post about that are authentically you are going to attract other people that are like you, and they're going to be attracted to what it is that you're doing, and gives you a reason to have a conversation with them that may or may not involve Beachbody. So that's pretty cool. That's your homework. Other homework is make a list of the ideal qualities of your perfect audience, of your perfect challenger, of your perfect coach. What qualities do they have? Oftentimes it is going to be like how you are right now. And if there are qualities that you are writing down in your wish list of your perfect customer and you don't embody those things, get to work on embodying them and get to work on sharing that new growth within yourself, because that's going to attract people that you're wanting to attract. So whenever you are sharing your story, we've talked about the authenticity. You're sharing your story, you're being authentically you, you're using your own voice. Now, you don't want to ruin it by having a crappy post. So there's first-rate posts and there's second-rate posts. First-rate posts are the ones that you post and you're like, nailed it. That picture was awesome. My hashtags were awesome. My content was awesome. It sounded like me, and you just feel really good about it, and people are liking it like crazy and all that stuff. You know what those posts feel like. On the other hand, you know what those posts feel like when you post it and like you kind of think about it for a couple days and you're like, that just kind of felt weird. And maybe you can't pinpoint it, but it just feels kind of weird. And it doesn't really maybe get any traction or whatever. That's kind of a second-rate post. So you want to evoke some sort of an emotion in the people that are seeing your posts. So you want them to feel like they've really connected with you. You've given them an inside look, an inside sneak peek into who you are as a person and what you're overcoming, and it gives them some goosebumps. Or maybe it just makes them laugh. Maybe it makes them cry. Maybe it makes them think like maybe they're inspired or motivated. But you want to try to evoke some sort of an emotion, which also means being vulnerable and sharing your emotions. To improve your rateness of your post, so to have a first-rate post, use a picture of yourself. I know it's easy to go to Google Images and use like a stock photo, but that's not going to do us any favors. There's so many people out there that are posting those. People want to see you. They want to see your face. They want to see your life, because that's who they're thinking about going with when they need a coach. So if you're posting a blog article or a recipe or some sort of resource that doesn't come from your brain, that's totally fine, but share why you're posting it. Share why it's important to you, why and how it has changed your life, and a picture of you doing something about it or doing something with it. Or if it's a quote, it's a picture of you with the quote written across the picture, under the picture. I really like the Photofy app for including the text. It's spelled Photofy. You can put text on there, so you can still use the quotes that you love, but pairing it with you starts to create your brand. try to make sure your pictures look nice. Put a nice filter on it. Try to get some nice lighting. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, but just when you look at the picture, make sure it looks nice. It looks at least semi-professional. It's not blurry. It's not like really grainy. There's not like a bunch of like clutter in the background, things like that. So try to make your picture overall look nice. Whenever you're making your posts and writing about it too, just say what you mean, open up. And I know that sometimes that's really hard, and it's hard to be vulnerable, and it's hard to share like our deep, dark emotions that we're working hard to overcome. But I want you to think about this. When you see somebody that has shared a post that's like that, where they really get down and like into their soul and they're showing you a sneak peek, what do you think about them? Do you think that are you judging them? Do you think that they're stupid for posting it? Or do you think they're really brave for posting it and for working to overcome it? Maybe they haven't even overcome it yet, but they're working on it. How brave is that of them to open up and to inspire other people? You can be that brave and inspirational person too. So think about that whenever you're questioning if you're going to be vulnerable or not. People will be way more attracted and way more supportive to you and are way more likely to join you on your journey. You always want to provide value. You're either creating some sort of value in terms of like their emotional reaction to the post, or you're giving them some sort of information that they can take and run with, particularly if it's something that has helped you, because if you have struggled with it, your target audience has also struggled with it because they're just like you. All right, last part in growing your social media presence online. This is like a really big tip. Are you paying attention? Top tip, be consistent. Be consistent, show up every day. If you're committed to posting every day, people will commit to you. If you commit to them, they'll commit to you. So think about it in terms of, there's a great example that they shared at Summit. If you go if you live in New York City, you'd go on the subway every single day. You always stop, you get a coffee at the same place, your magazine at the same place every day so you can sit and be on your commute. What if one day your coffee stand isn't open? And then what if like they're not open for another day, and then they start having more sporadic hours? Are you going to keep going there? No, because you need to count on them. You need to have a thing in your routine that you can count on that makes your life easier, makes your life better, and it's something that you enjoy. So you need to be that person on social media if you want to grow an online business and grow your brand. Be consistent. Be that coffee stand that's always open, that people always know they can come to you for whatever it is they need. I hope this information was helpful. And if you have any questions or need any support, or if you want to practice writing some posts, post them in our team page. And we can at least, practice the confidence muscle of working hard to create a good post and being open and being vulnerable. All of this being said, our team is called the 1%ers because we're striving for 1% improvement every day. I just gave you a ton of information, so you're not going to implement it all right away, probably not anyway, and that's okay. Take one nugget, think about what it is that you've been doing, and think about how you can do it just 1% better tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.